got to be quick. I am putting on the lids of my specialist artistic nature before the condensation. I'll get them all up again. Good day and welcome to today's vlog. Now today's vlog is a little bit about me, really. It's what I used to do before I started my YouTube channels. It is. It's about my artwork. It's about the vintage toys. It's about everything. So and I've got to put everything in tubs for storage today, as it's a nice bright day. I've been waiting for a day so I could film this and show you what I do, my art. It's all different art. Now, one of my art forms is butterfly taxidermy, which, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 creations still that I haven't sold, which are going in storage. I've got a 5th one, but I've had a little bit of a breakage, so I've got to do a little bit of repair work. But they are looking wicked in the sun. And here is how I designed. These are oak, the bases are all oak, and as are the lids. The only thing I want to change, I want to put wooden handles on there. Now, when I design these, they are designed so you can grab a hold of a bit, pull that out, and there you can see all the little poppies, all the different butterflies, all the different types of wood, that little structure that I've put together right there. And then I've designed it so you can then polish your glass, be very delicate, and put that back right there in situ, just like that. Wicked. Not only have I done it with that one, I've done it with this one. You need to be very, very careful. Wow, because these are super delicate. But once again, those beautiful butterflies, man. That one has broken a wing. It is a little bit windy. Out here, there is a little bit of wind. So it's probably not the best thing that I should be doing, but there you go, sit back in place, just there. Wicked. And the lid goes on top, and they're all airtight sealed. The same can be done with all of those, but now you can see I take the lid off because the condensation's just starting to build up. And especially with this little one, again, they're all made so you can literally, oh no, that one's glued. I glued that one in the resin, I glued that one in there, so he's not coming out. So there you go. And that dome there, I've got a few other domes right here. Oh man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? That's not a butterfly, is it? What is that? Anybody? Anybody? Let's wind him up. Does he work? Oi! Is your mouth gonna go? Come on. That is a wicked, wicked looking toy. And it's gonna fall off the table. Yes, he is. There you go. Well, mash, get smashed. And also, I will show you my artwork. That's a tabletop I like to paint. I like to paint glass from the back side, like that, where you put the last coat on first. That's the whole point of painting glass tabletops, or whether you want that as a window. If I pick that up, you'll see all the light will shine through that, and that would be wicked. So I collect sheets of glass, and that's what I do. One day they'll either go on the wall, or they will be the windows of a house. Right. I put all this, one other thing, hang on, look, I'll show you, it's condensation. I don't normally bring these out. I've got loads of spares, where I've had this stuff in storage for quite some time. Well, some of it over 2 years. So I've got spare butterflies, because it is something, when I get sorted and settled, I will be making more of these. And to give you some idea, where I put my pincers, I have got butterflies that blow your blooming doors off. I have, because you know, a little bit of time. I spent time in Thailand, so you would have thought I would probably get one of the biggest butterflies possibly known to man, size of that. That's an atlas moth. That is what that is. Oh, I've got one. There's another one. They just need their antennas. Put them back on. I do repair these, but it's hard with the wind. Let me get that on there. Put that back in. There are more and more. There's rare butterflies in there as well, look. These, I've got them all in there. They're all pretty cool. Bits of silicone to keep out all the moisture, to keep all them nice and dry. Look at these beautiful butterflies with the wings on the side there, man. Wicked, wicked. So that's me butterflies. And also one other item. Does anybody recognise that item right there? Do you recognise that? Covered in dust from somewhere. From somewhere, I'll give you a clue. That comes from a bar that was abandoned in Ko Chang, which has now been totally refurbished, and it's a really rubbish steak bar. And that is, I saw it on the wall, I thought, oh, that's got to come home with me, that has. That was covered in dust. So I know you people might want to take a clip of that and send it in to the authorities of Ko Chang or the owner of that bar, if you can remember where it come from. There's only going to be a few people who'll know about that. Right, so give me a second. I'm going to put all this away, and then I'm going to get my toys out. Problems. Again, we are on. All right, I have assembled some more toys. I have. Look at these. Now, the sun is moving really quickly, but let's put on Tyrone. This geezer's called Tyrone. Go on, son. Get it in your pan. Is he gonna? Go on. Got to get it in the pan. He will. Egg on one side, bacon on the other. Very rare. Go on, the chef. Japanese chef. Come on. And he's knocking over me super fast. Right, we'll turn you off, mate. He is wicked. In the box. That is one of my favourite toys, obviously, being a chef. And also, being a chef, I like hard-boiled eggs. Who don't like a hard-boiled egg? My little egg cups and their boxes. And these, guys, you wouldn't have seen these, would you? Little beakers full of water. You have Dry Dan and you have Dilly Dally. Away you go, Dilly Dally and Dry Dan. You do. And these little things here, guys may not know what they are. They're from the late 50s. They're called jiggers. Right. We have one of the scariest toys I actually own. And that, made in West Germany. Go on. Go on. There you go, the walking baby. It was working. Now it's gone temperamental. Maybe have I overwhelmed it? We also have Tom and Jerry on a Vespa. And these guys, you must remember these little puppets. These guys, little Walt Disney puppets, which were really cool. And this, I have demonstrated this. I had this working last time I was here, my little gyroscope. I did. And I also collect my vintage stickers. The Loonies, full sheet of stickers. And these stickers, all chrome. Remember, Chopper, Concorde, Flash, all those stickers from the 70s. I've managed to keep them. I've only given like 2 or 3 away. There's about 15 in each pocket. I just love my stickers. I do. What else? So I have my Matchbox cars. Look, my favourite Matchbox cars. I had over 350 of these, all boxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's one missing. There's one missing. The Formula 1 car is missing. I kept 10. So I don't know where that's gone. I really don't. And if you remember this pop gun, all boxed, all fully working, I shall cock it and I shall pop it. That pop gun, I bought that for next to nothing in Malaysia. I did. And there's also, I bought this little thing as well. It is made in China, but it's very rare. This little duck. Let me wind him up, because these you get them made late from China. But this one, actually, hang on. I'll wind him up. Put him there. Go on, a duck. Go on, the duck. Go on. Hey, he's fully working. Love a clockwork wind-up toy. I really do, especially when they work. Right, one more little go on you, Mr. German doll. Why aren't you working? You were. Hang on. I don't know why. This was working. It's really freaky. And he's missing it. Go on. There you go. I knew he worked. That's like from a scary movie. Wicked. All right, that's just some of my toys. Little novelty items that I like to keep, because one day I'm going to have a flat, I'm going to have a house, I'm going to have a lodge, I'm going to have an apartment. Only one, not a whole fleet of houses, no, just one. So they're going to be really decorative. They are in my house. Right, now I'm going to box them on. We got on some action figures. Whew, this is a little bit hard work, a bit more like hard work than I thought it would be. I'm still getting to the action figures, but I have found my ocean. Is it ocean? No, it's not. It's Orange County choppers. There you go. The Comanche, the fire bike, the MIA chopper. That's my favourite one. The missing in action Vietnam chopper. That is awesome. I also have the Miller Weldon bike with a. He's got a little Miller thing on the back. We have Mikey's bike and the jet bike. Oh man, it's cool. But I like them because they're 1/10 scale, and my Mego figures, Mego, M-E-G-O, they're all 1/10 scale. And I think I've got the full collection of the Planet of the Apes. So when I used to have them on a shelf, all my Planet of the Apes used to be sitting on their motorbikes. They did, which was awesome. So what else have I brought out? Look, all this gear, look. It's all to come out. All of it. It's masses of it. So I have brought, look at these. Look at these. You remember Campbell, Wick Green, Trumpton? Look at them, man. I have a whole box set of all the characters, the main characters. There, can you remember who they are? We have Thomas Tripp, PC McGarry, Peter Hazel, Wendy Miller, Mikey Murphy, Mickey Murphy, and Dr. Mop. Dr. Mop, he's right there. Actually, in the original box. Yes, it is battered, it is torn, but you will not see another one of them. Campbell, Wick, Green, Village people. And also, moving on, right from the 70s, this was my dad's. This Lotus, 1/10 scale. Turn it on. Where's the switch? Come on. Made in Japan. Put her into gear and away she goes. That is a very early 1970s by Junior Toys Japan mechanical F1. How good is that? Oh, hang on. 2 speeds. It was wicked. Hover. Man, he is very, very expensive. But look, I've got one in the box. I've got a brand new one. He just needs a little bit of a polish. I haven't got the batteries in him, I'll have to change, but he does work. He is complete with this little thing that fits on there. Here he is. How wicked is that? I do need a little polish. So why not have one? I've got 2. Junior Toys, 1970s from Japan. They are rocking horse muck. And if you've got a box, that's a bit special. So there's the note, Junior Toys, right there in the bottom. If you want to research, find out if you can. Find how much that's worth. That. If you want to buy that off me, you need at least £1,000. Yeah, I will. And that one, that's not for sale because it was my dad's. And when he died, that was the only thing I really wanted out of the house. I didn't want nothing else. No, I sort of want that F1 car. He won't let me have it when I was a kid. He would not let me play with it, and I loved it. And so, anyway, there it is. I got it in the end. Right, and that brings me on. Let me have a look. Before I load up the next lot, some of you may have noticed this wonderful T-shirt I'm wearing. I will. And now if I take me jacket off, me Armani silk pinstripe jacket, right there. I'll keep that there. Can you see what that is? Now, some of you would have guessed what this is. Some of you thought, ah, no, that's a repro. Look at it. Look at it. Can you see that is inside out stitching, which is a dead giveaway, and also the print at the bottom. Now, I showed this to Woody this morning, and he gave me a really funny look. I told him what it was. It's a Seditionary shirt designed by Vivienne Westwood for Malcolm McLaren for the Sex Pistols. As this shirt wasn't worn by Sid Vicious, no, it's worn by me. And anyway, so I was telling Woody how much it's worth. He said, how much is that worth? Okay, I'll go and have a guess. He's like, I said it's worth £1,500, Woody. This t-shirt, £1,500. And then I did a little bit of research on the internet and I found Brampton Auctions. They've got exactly the same shirt, but with the sleeves cut off. It is signed by Johnny Rotten. I ain't let that Muppet sign this. This is unsigned. This is mint. This is the first time I've ever worn this, and I've had it. Oh man, I've had it for ages. So guess how much that was on Brampton Auctions? £5,000 to £7,000. So if you are a massive Seditionaries Vivienne Westwood fan and you would love to have this t-shirt, it's now £2,000. If you want it, it's 2 bags of sand for this t-shirt I'm wearing. There's no way I'd wear it. It's a bit funny looking, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So what would you wear that t-shirt for? It's like, you're going to get, I'll tell you what, the only place you'd wear this is perhaps down on Dong Tian Beach with your cowboy hat. Be right there, get a loincloth, because that is a funny beach for people into a bit of cowboy action. It is. Right. Oh man, swiftly moving on. Let's find some proper toys, action figures, coming right up. That sun, I've been waiting for the sun to come out. Action figures, mini action figures. These are very rare. These are Little Big Man, produced by Bradgate and also Palatoy, the same company who made Action Man in Hong Kong through the 60s and the 70s. And if you look at these are the most complete Little Big Men you will ever see. It is possibly, he is now worth an absolute fortune, this guy, with all his kit. He's even got his armband, which you'll never see. Even these little radios are going for silly money. This guy is complete. These aren't the right items. I've added these as I have that. This was a set that I had when I was a kid. Obviously not these. I mean, even the little white gloves, you will not find them. That's just a rubber jigger from Hong Kong that I've added with him because it kind of goes with it. And also the Snow Patrol guy, you won't see those goggles anywhere. You will not, other than there. And I have the cowboy. I do have an elastic to fix him. That is a little one. What are these? These are 1/12 scale, literally half the size to Action Man. I've got the horse there as well for that cowboy. This is all complete in the box with the paperwork, nice little cartoon, etc. They're worth quite a lot of money, and all the kit is in there. It's all complete, wicked, boxed. And there is the figure, nude. That is what they look like. They've got little stumps for feet. Some of you remember these, but not everybody had them. And that probably is one of the finest Little Big Man collections you'll see. Now I did actually sell, I had a boxed one of them that I sold. I had another mounted that I sold, and I had various other figures that I did sell in the Great Lockdown. They did start to go for good money then, but like I say, some of the things I sold I maybe should have kept, because these Little Big Men now, they've almost doubled in value in the last 3 years. To give you some idea, last 2.5 years. Some have gone up, some have gone down, some have stayed the same. But these boys, particularly this guy, him, the jungle guy, he's now worth in the hundreds, where before he was worth 40 to 50 quid. Now, or if you remember these, wee toys. I have a mixture of proper vintage collectible toys, but also love the novelties. Remember what you do with these? Look, you pull his shorts down, right? And he'd pee on you. He'd do, look, pull his shorts down, he'll pee on you. Wicked. And this one will as well. Wicked. Weepy the wee wee. Look at them. They are super cool, as are the outhouse people. Now, might need two hands because these are very much similar. You open the gate, he'll go round, and if you push that really hard, you have to push it. You need, I need both hands. He'll also pee on you. As with this lady, she won't pee on you. Right, if I go round, if I push it, come on, I did this a second, you do need both hands to push it. Look, you see her dribbling, she'll shoot water out of her breast. And there is a third one there, but unfortunately that is broken. That is my hillbilly outhouse collection of those three. Again, they're really rare. You won't see them anywhere other than on my table. You may see these guys, each colour. I believe the middle one is a later production, and these two's are early. But also I saw my Loch Ness Monster, which comes in a precarious box. Another little wind-up toy. Let me see, let's wind him up. Let's see if he's still working. Hey! He was. He did go for a little bit. There we go. The Loch Ness Monster is working. Here's a very, very collectible toy. They're all very collectible. That's why I kept them. To give you some idea, I sold up. I've been collecting my toys, vintage toys, collectibles, about the last 15 years or so. And then during the Great Lockdown, I couldn't believe how much prices people were paying for stuff. So I decided to sell up. I didn't sell everything. I sold 90% of my vintage toy collection, keeping just 10% of it. I did. And I grossed £60,000 in 10 months. That was in lockdown. When I saw how much the stuff was going for, I thought, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get that money in the bank and let's become one of them silly YouTubers you see on the telly. Walking around the place like he owns the place, talking a load of rubbish and a load of toot and earning good money for it. I sat there watching Mr. Harold Balder. He'll bore you if you watch him these days. He will. That's me having a little dig. He's got so boring. I can't believe it's the same person. He's just lost the will to live. Anyway, when I was watching, I was thinking, oh mate, that's my job, mate. You're doing a poor version of my job. So I started selling, and I sold and I sold and I sold until I could not sell anymore. And then I did. I went off on my trip. So this is the stuff I've still kept to give you some idea of what I've sold. And I ain't done yet. There's lots more to come. There's massive. Look, I'm going to show you all this crap around here. What I've got. It's all boxed up. Look, you can probably see stuff in there. You recognise stuff in there in these boxes. Ah, man. Look, all this stuff. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you that there. That is all Lone Ranger. Right, so will I get it done before midnight? This is my job today, just doing this. That's all I'm doing. It is. It is. Novelty toys. And a few very, very rare items. Now, you all remember these. Those two are the originals from the early 60s. Oh, I forgot who that is. That's Charlie Magui. I forgot his name. And can you guess which one is Muhammad Ali? These are the early issues. This one came a little bit later. Okay, and I have these two guitars. I have my Steve Vai guitar. I have my, that is Steve Vai, that is my Eddie Van Halen. And when I was in Bali, in Ubud, I bought 33 of those miniature guitars. That was the only one I kept. These three motorcycles are from ZEE Toys, made in America in the 70s. Very, very rare. As is, oh man, where is he? This guy, forgot his name. Wax, it's German. That is wicked. That is very rare. That is a reproduction box, but that is Wagner, Joseph Wagner, original motorcycle toy there. I had 10 of those, and that is the only one I kept. It is. I have these 4 model motorcycles, which were also my dad's. They're made by a company called Proctar. Protar or Proctar. Can't remember. But you look at these. You guys must remember these, right? That is the original one. I actually had that thing. Oh, go on, mate. Whoa, money box, isn't it? This one, that's a Spanish one, and that's working. I actually had quite a lot of these, but I kept one of each. God, mate, we still going? Love it. Love it. I used to play with these all day, every day. Oh, go on. What is you stop for? Oh, I'll do it again. That's weird. Go on. Got it. Right, have I got any more money? One more. Whoa. Wicked. We have a very rare shrunken head. That, right there. We do. And all these, I'm sure I've shown you, these little rolling buggies, flip over buggies. They all work. They've all got batteries in, and they all work. The only thing I don't think I showed you was this. This is from Macy's. It's very rare. Now I had a massive collection of tin toys. And where are we going? Ah, that was working the other day. Don't know why it's not working now. Did I go the right way? Don't know. Get him in. I'll play with that a little bit later. But that is wicked. And that is Felix, the house cat, right there. Felix the house cat. As opposed to Fritz, the cat, who was my favourite cartoon as a kid. Loved Fritz the cat. I really did. I actually sold my Fritz the cat VHS video at a car boot last time for a tenner. I did. So there is a nice collection of vintage novelty toys and some very collectible. Right, let's get out. Let's get out more toys. It's all of it. I've got to stack all this away, so I've got nothing better to do today. Well refreshed. Good, 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 good. Sun is out. Matchbox. Fighting furries. The pirates are in the house. Yes. And now these are becoming very rare. Even these single little sets on these cards, they're now becoming very collectible. Prices are going up, as are, I bought these for 25 quid each. They're now selling for 75 quid each. They are, in such a short space of time. I think that one sells for a little bit more. That's really sought after. This guy here, he's really sought after. I forgot his name. But these are all complete, all these guys. And I've got all the little accessories all in there as well. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 complete figures. And then I've got 4 of the box sets and 2 of the little cards, which are cool, and some paperwork, which I always like a bit of paperwork. They are Matchbox Fighting Furries from, what is it, 74? 77? When did they come out? You can probably see the print right there. I can't because I ain't got my glasses on. Glasses are there. So, let me see. 74 or 77? Neither. 75. Ah, there you go. 74 or 77? No. Made in Hong Kong. Oh, there you go, 1974, Lenzi products. I know my game. I do. I know what I'm talking about. Ah, and if you ever are in Pattaya, right, and you go in the Lek Hotel, you know where the Lek Hotel is, right, and if you go in all the bathrooms except for 3 of them, you'll find one of these vintage Coca-Cola bottle openers on the bathroom wall. Every room had one, but now 3 of the rooms don't have them in. I've kept one for myself, the best one with the best paint, and I gave the other 2 away. That was the bonus. So when I stayed in the Lek Hotel, I was like, oh, right, I can have one of them bottle openers away. So yeah, go and tell them. Take a photograph of that, send that to the lek, put my picture on it. See how you get on. Oh man, that is it for the sun. It's starting to cloud up. It is. Look. Mine. That was weird. You don't have to get some weird contraptions going about the countryside. So no, I think that's it. No more sunlight. But I'm getting there. I've got to get this done. This is Lone Ranger. It is. Whoa, hang on. My still signed by my mate, Tonto, right there, Mr. Johnny Depp. Certificate of authenticity from Mr. Johnny Depp. Oh man, date of purchase the 15th, 2015. So that's wicked. That's a nice thing to have. That really is. But all this box stuff, that is fully complete. Horse and that, they're all in there. They're all fully complete. That is obviously a newer figure, which I picked up for about 20 quid. They're now selling for over £100, these things. I really like it. I think that looked dead cool. So that's why I've got that. The sheriff's jail house with the box, that is there. I also have my pump action Lone Ranger shotgun, as well as all these boxed figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 box figures. The boxes there ain't in too bad. These two are in really good condition. They really are. And that red sleeves, all the figures are in good nick, especially red sleeves, but the box is a little bit worn. That brings me down to these guys. Captain Maddox. Oh man, I forgot these guys. I forgot the names. That's not Captain Maddox. No, that's Captain Maddox is from a Marks. Marks, not little. Oh man, I think Marks made these as well. Yeah, Marks Toys, look, they did. So we do have, I forgot the names. And he is mega rare, the sheriff. Also is Danny Boy. I believe this is Danny Boy. It is. Oh, him, so he should have the whiskey, the bartender. Right there. And that's red sleeves. That's Tonto again. That's also red sleeves. That is it in various, that's Tonto in a different outfit. And then all of the accessories, which now these things are now going for good money on their own, especially like the Carson City Bank and all this stuff. They're really sought after. If you've got all these items in this condition, all unbroken, all these little lamps, hats, TNT, even these boots, man, even these things, they're all going for about £5 each. That might go for a tenner. Lone Ranger belt, they're all like, even them goggles, man, all this stuff, Lone Ranger scarf. You're talking £7 for all this stuff, man. Masses of it. And all the booklets as well. You got a free booklet, I believe, when you bought a figure. So that is my exceptional, and the little kayak on the top. That's the Lone Ranger collection. And I've got 2 extra horses in the box there. Ah, man. Right, I've got to get on. I'm getting peckish and getting hungry. And I've still got quite a bit to do. So I hope you're enjoying this vlog. I'm just doing this vlog today. I was going to go off into the market, but I thought whilst it was sunny, I've got to get this stuff into storage, into these storage boxes, because they're getting picked up soon and going off to storage for quite some time. I obviously don't have any need for vintage toys. Don't have any need for this at all. I don't. But I don't want to sell it. I was like, what's the point? What am I going to do with the money? What am I going to do? Spend, cattle, off. The cattle are into everything. Look, he's into everything. I think he won't feed them. Right, so now I'm going to box them up, tub them up, and we're getting there. I ain't got many more things to look at. And I'm getting peckish, and I'm thirsty. You bored yet? I bet you all turned off by now. You think, what watch this for? I want to see him on the beach drinking. I want to see him and that. Well, you will, but not just yet. I'm in England, ain't I? And the weather ain't so good. So just making the best of things, really. Plus documenting. You know, when I make these vlogs, I make most of them for myself. I do. It's like I project myself into the future. In about 10 years in about 10 years time, I don't know if I'll be gallivanting around the country. No, I reckon I'll be proper retired in a nice pad, doing hobbies. That is why I constantly project myself into the future, so when I get there, I've got everything I need. That's basically what I'm about. I have. So when I do become, like, you know, I don't know, hopefully my eyes are all right. I might have to get new eyes. I don't know. I'm getting new teeth next year, so I might get new eyes the year after, because what I'm going to be doing then is, look, I'm going to be doing model kits. It's what you do when you get old. You do a few model kits. Now, some of these are vintage I've kept. I did sell. I actually had, they're the only 2 motorbikes I actually kept. And I got really good money for all the old Yamaha, Suzuki and Kawasaki bikes from that era, which I basically bought and built when I was that age. I loved the Tamiyo kits. But I had 2 of the Hondas, so that's why I kept one. So I will be building that. And I will this and this kit. I actually bought those 2 in Malaysia. I've got a 124 scale Joe's Power garage. That is mint. That is a massive kit. That is a full garage to build. And when I've built it, it may have Ferraris and Lamborghinis and cabriolet. These are all 124 scale, as is that team and as that. So they're all going to feature perhaps in that garage one day. I've got a Roadrunner that's sealed. Look, an old Roadrunner kit. That's pretty cool. That is sealed. As also this is a Aurora Lights, I think. Mummy's Chariot Polar Lights by Aurora. That's a reproduction, but I might just build it. So that's why I kept my model kits. I'm actually put a few offers into Tamiyo model kits just earlier, because I don't want the full kits. I want the wheels, I want the engines, I want the handlebars, I want the lights, I want all the spares of those 112 motorbikes, so I can make a 112 motorbike garage with like racks, with loads of tyres, loads of wheels, all that stuff. So that's what I'm planning on, what I'll be doing. So that's what I like doing in my spare time. I like a bit of hobby making, a bit of crafting, a bit of artwork, painting models and stuff. So that's what I'll be doing. That's what I kept them for. Action man! I thought I had more. I wish I had more, but no, I sold over 300 Action men in the great lockdown sale. And this is what I kept, mainly the ones that I liked. This one, because this one was the only Action man I actually had as a kid. I only had one. I did. That was that one, a Pilot. This one here, first issue G.I. Joe from Canada. Can you make out that mark on his buttocks? And all the gear in there is all mint condition. So I kept that, because that's worth a pretty penny. Mint condition, not a mark on that body. And that. There's a few nude Action men. First issue, later issue, last issue, but he's actually got the wrong head on there. So here we go. We've got Snow Patrol guy. That hat is very rare in that condition, especially with that sticker on it. As is this little thing with the Union Jack. That big money. What have we got? We've got the White Tiger Hunter. Again, first issue, hard head, loads of paint on the rivets. Really good stuff. Pilots, oh man, the Russian, the Liverpool man with the sideboard. That is an original one from the 60s. I have painted the football and I have added some Subbuteo cups. British Tommy, the American Para, Airborne. I've actually lost the badge. They all fall off. And there are my, what would you call them? My Royals, the Lancer, Blues and Royals. And of course, the Lifeguard, all complete, all in good nick. He's actually got his original breastplate straps there. One of my favourites is this guy, the Scramble Pilot. And this guy, the engineer, with a fully working vintage Theodore light with that on the top. Mega rare. You don't get them to the pound. You don't get many Tom Stones to the pound. That's an Action man one. That's a G.I. Joe, and that's a Cotswolds reproduction that I've put an Action Man vintage outfit on him. I have. It's one of my favourite, is the Navy Attack Pilot, just because the amount of kit that he comes with. There's an SAS, deep sea diver type guy. And of course we have an excellent condition, first issue, all his helmet, all in good nick. And I've got paperwork for the Spaceman. So a wicked little collection of Action Men right there. I do have a Sid Vicious one. These used to go for good money, then they got popular and they're down to about 35 quid. I've actually bought a lot. Nell Sid is the guy who had these made and then resold them. It's just such a shame he went for that crappy face. And I also got Sharp there, another repro. But the one and only, oh man, we're getting low, Action Man that we want to play with, it's this one, the Commander. Oh, he's dropped the hand grenade.
What's the password?
I don't know, mate. I don't know what the password is. Just gonna get, I don't know, having a conversation.
Advance.
What?
Single file.
Back up in single file. Got to do as he says. He's the Commander.
Enemy tanks approaching.
Enemy tanks approaching.
Advance in single file.
There you go. Advance in single file.
Need some cover.
Need some cover. There you go. Now I think that is wicked. Speaking all those commands in that condition. Also got 3 horses. Now the 3 horses are now going up to good money. I have got all the attachments for just 2. That's a reproduction item, but all that other stuff, that's all vintage, as you can see. And one of these chains is reproduction, and that is it. But I stay away from the repro gear as much as I can. So that's my little vintage Action Man collection of what is left of, oh man, a collection again of over 300, and that's it. The day is getting on, but I still have more toys to bring you to film and to box up. I do. I didn't see that, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm nearly there, I'm nearly done. I'm not nearly done, but I am. But look, that man, space. That's not a spaceman, that's a space hopper, man. What are you up to? Look at him, right? He's sneaky, he's dodgy, he's looking, right? He's up to something. The cattle is always up to something. He is. I love my space hopper. Car boot for 2 quid, about 6 years ago. But look, my collection, oh no, kaleidoscopes. I love them. And this is what's left of my Marks Mego figures, just these 10-inch figures. Starsky and Hutch, Ghastly, and Not Much. Got a little card there with all these guns are going for about a tenner now. All the Planet of the Apes guns. And I'm missing 1 or 2. I think that's Galen. I think that's Urko. And I can't remember, oh man, the names of the others. But I'm my little Planet of the Apes. I've got 4 little tambourines, all different, all tin plate. But I love my tin plate kaleidoscopes. And they're all working. They're all in really good condition. There's 1 or 2 the same. But these ones, these ones with a little bit at the bottom, these 2 are the same. These sell for about 20, 25 pounds. Any of those. And this one, and that one. All with these little, you got to look for the things at the bottom. They were the earlier ones. By the way, what a wicked display of kaleidoscopes. I know, they're wicked. And I have some new ones. These ones, they're all like new, they still make them, and there's some big ones. These ones, that's a new kaleidoscope. That's a nice box, and these are all kaleidoscopes, and so is that. It's not a box, it's a kaleidoscope. All new stuff. They sell for between 20 and 30 pound each. They do. What a lovely collection of old bit of tin. And that is about me for the day. Oh no, I've still got some stuff in here. What have I got left? Clerks. You won't know, guys. I don't know if you know Clerks. Kevin Smith. Clerks and Clerks 2. Love them. Love them. I've actually got characters in here. Look, Silent Bob and Jay, because I was where they're standing. I've got loads of bits like dogs, maps, loads of little extras in there, beer tins and stuff. Look at the dog. The dog. I was going to make a couple of these dioramas with these Clerks figures in there. Kevin Smith. That is what I was going to do with them. I love my diorama making, so that's what I've got in there to do with that. And all this stuff, this is all Clerks toys. Oh man, who have we got in here? See if you know him. We have got Chronic. Chronic from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Who else have we got? We have got Cockknocker. We've got Cockknocker. We have from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And there we have Jay in the box. We've got one more. And that would be Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. But I've got two more from Blunt Man. The film Blunt Man and Chronic. Look, Blunt Man and Chronic. Blunt Man and Chronic. And they're both signed right there. Oh man, so that's not a bad little collection. They look cool. I'd love to take them out of the rack. They look really good, but that is what they are. So that is my little collection of Kevin Smith, Clerks, Mole Rats, Dogma, Blunt Man and Chronic, Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, amongst Mole Rats 2, I believe, Clerks 2. And I think that's it. I think I've got the lot. Oh man. So it's that time of day where I start looking across that old field, but not smoking, no drinking. No, I've got to get myself sorted in the next 2 weeks for when I get off to Europe. Loads to do, and I'm going to be working my nut on all channels. Really going to make a massive effort to try and promote all my YouTube channels in the 3 months I'm going to spend in Europe. Mainly France, Italy and Greece, because I really strongly feel like those 3 countries has got everything for me to make fantastic vlogs. And it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to make a vlog of why I've suddenly turned off Thailand. There's some major reasons, and if you're in Thailand right now, you'll probably experience what with the reasons why I left for. It's not worth the 30% increase. Thailand isn't. It isn't. No, I weren't happy about that. Paying 30% more and getting less, and the price is Thailand isn't as good as it thinks it is. It's all right. It's great for a holiday. I'm not slagging the place off. I've had my time, but I had really good times. But now, where they put the prices up 30-odd%, it's the first time I've seen price rises in 20 years in Thailand, to give you some idea of why I've had a small, slight negative view upon Thailand, because they don't have a proper economy. Their economy is not rising. Great Britain is still 6 in the league of economies, to give you some idea. So where Thailand is, they hedge that baht, you know. It's not right. I like to be, it's not. So that's what sort of choked me with Thailand, if you were wondering. And with regards to where I'm now going, it's going to be a different scale. It really is. I know you think, oh, it's going to cost it. No. Watch my vlogs. Watch how I roll. I'm going to have a wicked time. I really know I am. I really do know that I'm going to have a wicked time. I do. I do. So if I'm going to have a wicked time, then so are you. And I'll be able to point you out maybe a few holidays, because it might just be worth a visit to Europe. Could be quite a cheap holiday with regards to the future, especially if Thailand is ousting itself out of the market. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. And I see with my clear blue, clear eyes. I do. I see it for what it is. Now, not everybody's got the choice, have they? A lot of people are stuck there. They're going to stay there, and they've got no choice. They're going to put up with what it is. And being a Westerner there, I don't believe you get treated 100% correctly either. And if I'm going to live somewhere, I'm going to live, not survive. So guys, I'm sorry if I'm running on. I just need to express myself as you well know. So thanks for staying to the end. That is my little toy collection of what is left of it. Some of it's brilliant, some of it's worth a fortune, some of it's just novelty items that I just like, that's why I kept them. Especially kaleidoscopes, they're awesome. And I looked at them, it's just all the colours, they just look really cool. Right, that's me, so I appreciate you watching, and until next time, au revoir.